Okay, good morning. We're back to our shalom bayit class, only for men. We're almost finishing up the book called Happily Married by Rav Zamir Cohen. And these are various different excerpts from the Torah, from the Chachamim. Okay, so yesterday we said what? That a man and woman, right, their soul is one. And Hashem split their soul and put half in the man, half in the woman. So really, they are one. You hear? If we just sit on this fact and understand that, wow, this woman in front of me, yes, she was born somewhere else. Yes, she's from a different family. Yes, she looks different than you. Yes, everything is yes, but really, her neshama and your shema are half of one. You understand? And therefore, your obligation is to her, not to your family, not to your friends, not to everybody. Still, yesterday we had a whole, 2-hour shiur at night, yeah? What if my father calls me and what if my mother calls me? I said, you know what you do? Like we said here, you tell him, sorry, I'm not coming. And what about the next time? Also not coming. Give him some excuse. If you're having problems over there, you don't go. You hear? Nothing, no big deal. He says, what if my father confronts me? Okay, then you tell him nicely, Johnny Dedesh, Papa, my Papa John, you always bash my wife and she doesn't feel comfortable coming here, If we can stop that, I can bring her. If he doesn't understand, that's it. He doesn't understand. It says over here, and here we see that God saw fit to create the woman from the man's rib and not by herself like all the other beings. Because the only connection all other females in the animal world have with their mate is for the continuation of their species and nothing more. You hear? Every other animal, every other creature, it's a being within itself. A woman, he says he took her from the rib. You understand? From the rib of the man. He says, as they are totally separate from the males and have nothing in common with them, meaning the other animal kingdom, the male and female, no commonality. They're completely two different species. One is male, one is female. On the other hand, the woman is created to be a helpmate for the man in all of his affairs, and because of this, had to be part of the man's body, so that, like a puzzle, the two pieces fit together, and she will love him and protect him. This is why God took a rib from Adam and created it to a woman.
What kind of help?
1 second. Everybody's going to tell me, look what it says. To love him and to, where does it say? Sorry?
Protect.
Exactly. My wife doesn't love me and my wife doesn't protect me. And that's going to be the answer of about 90% of the men. Do you know why? Because it says over here that you have to be a man. Once you're a man and you know what you have to do and to emotionally infuse her, she will do this like the best soldier in the world. Because that was her created being. A man has a dog. Faithful dog, right? Just as an example. If you beat this dog up and mess up, he's not going to be a faithful dog to you. He's going to be very bad to you. Why? You're mistreating him. You understand? But he's meant to be a faithful dog. Yeah, but if you mistreat the dog, he's not going to be a faithful dog. Here. So when a man is going to be a man, his wife is going to be so faithful and going to want to protect him and love him and do everything she wants for him. He says, another verse, and God said, it is not good for a man to be alone, meaning, like an animal, that there is no one female that belongs specifically to each male, as each was created separately, as we just mentioned, but here she was made from him. This is why a man should love his wife like himself, and have mercy on her, and guard her like he would one of his own limbs, one of his hands. Likewise, she is mandated to toil for him and love him like herself, as she was created from him. So in ideal situation, when everybody follows rules, everything goes into place. You understand? She wants to do for him. She wants to toil for him. She wants to, be around him. Interestingly, we mentioned yesterday that one of our members, he read something in another psychologist, religious lady wrote one book, and she says over there, she talk about man, right? A man, in order to protect his emotions, right? He is very careful to look at the facial features of everybody else. And he's very careful about how people look at him, and he will, distance himself from people that are not. Why? In order to protect his sensitivities, right? He says because a lot of people have these sensitivities. So he derived from this young man who also has issues with the wife. He says, "Wow, imagine a man, right, who's a strong individual, has certain sensitivities, and is aware of people's facial features." She's talking about face, somebody looks at you like this, right? He goes, a woman who's 100 times more sensitive than man, who's attached to this husband, right? Because that's what she wants to be. Forget about the facial features, which we do. The words that we use completely destroy her. He says that a woman is obsessed with a man. And that's mamish what it is. She's obsessed. A wife is obsessed with her husband. And we should know. We, not so much obsessed. Why? Because we technically are allowed to have this wife and another wife, officially, back in the days. So we like very much a woman, but obsessed? She, on the other hand, when she gets married, she's obsessed with this man. So can you imagine the words that he uses, the criticisms that he gives her, the number one that he doesn't place her? She's devastated, and therefore she becomes this individual who's is not normal. Why? Because you created that. You created the situation for her abnormality. You understand? It says over here, if your wife is short, bend down and talk to her. Don't make her step on a ladder to come to you. Yeah? Many of us do not give the opportunity to understand who this woman is. Yes, she has certain sensitivities. Yes, she has certain things that bother her. Does that mean it's wrong? We have to understand who this individual is. That's why he says over here, in fact, in Baba Metzia, we did it, 59a. He says, bend down if she's short. Now, he's not talking about physically short. Yeah, it's not physically short. Yeah, he says, maybe she has some certain things that she doesn't understand. Maybe she's a little bit extra sensitive. Maybe she's he says, you got to bend down to see. No. She has to know what ticks me off. Many men talk like that. As long as she keeps her mouth shut, everything is going to be okay. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Why? It's not about your sensitivity. It's about her sensitivity. Bav Matzia, the Torah says, says you have to see, okay, Jonima, yes, what do you need? Okay. I need to treat you like this. Okay, I need to like this. Oh, okay, I got it. Here, says over here, because of this, man will leave his father and mother, and he will cling to his wife, and they will become one. Straight pasuk from the Torah. And once she is married to her husband, it has been made clear that he is meant for her, and there has to be love and togetherness between them. These are laws of women by Yosef of Babylon. Yeah? It says, yeah.
The lashon of the Gemara is itetach agutza. If your wife, she is a goods. Is a goods?
Short? Small?
Very small.
Midget?
Like a midget.
גחין. מה זה? על גחונך תלך. The נחש, the snake.
Oh,
What
wow,
was the color?
wow.
Crawl. It's gonna crawl.
גחין ולחיש לה.
Wow. That's what it says in the Gemara.
That's what it says in the Gemara. Meaning you have to lower yourself
All the way to the belly.
all the way ככה, like you crawling like a snake.
Yeah.
We gotta break ourselves.
Yeah. In order to explain her what you think she don't understand.
Wow.
And later on, with her own brain, she will bring you with points that you did not even didn't think about. That's what it says.
This whole I'm accepting, for example, right? So everything goes good, and then time to time you go back to normal yourself.
You.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything goes from the beginning.
Very good.
That's the problem.
Very good.
Control.
So imagine.
This is like acting right now.
I'm a very good dentist, right? And what I do, every week I'm good. Time to time, I take this guy in the chair and I smack him like you don't know what. Do we do that? We don't do that. Why? I can't do that. And that's why we get too comfortable with our wives, and time to time we go crazy. How come time to time we don't throw out customers? We don't tell the guy, look, get out of my dental chair. What's wrong with you? We don't do that. Why? Because we're always in control. When it comes to the wife, for some reason, we allow this time to time to go demonigi. You understand? Who gave you that? Who gave you that right? What's a, you know, we constantly say captain, we constantly say pilot. A pilot is always a pilot, normal. Very rare you're gonna see he goes crazy. You know, imagine he's every day, time to time he just goes, oh, you know what? Let's go crazy. You know, it's no. Used to back in the days. Now I'm a different man. Why? Because I understand what I need to do. Once you understand what you need to do, aka I understand I'm a dentist, aka I understand I'm a pilot, I understand I'm a salesman, I understand people are gonna come. When you're a salesman, you know how people get on your nerves? Why? Sometimes you don't know, I'm sorry, but can you get out of my store? You know, sometimes you want to say that, but he's a spending person. You know, let me see this. Let me see. I don't know. What do you think? I was like, yo, listen, 2 hours. I'm already, you know. And at the end, you know, he might say, okay, I'll come back. And still, we don't throw him out. But for some reason, with the wife, we get very comfortable. And time to time, we blow up on her. You said the right thing. And many people tell me, I can't. Time to time, I gotta blow up. It's not normal. Why? Because if you know what you have to do, why? Because it's commanded that you have to keep her happy. And this time to time ruins her whole makeup. Because, meaning not makeup, but her whole, why? We work. We built the whole building, time to time, boom, TNT, the whole building drops. Now start building again.
Yesterday you mentioned that you have to understand that it's not your wife's fault.
You have 100%, and that's another thing. That's very good. If you if you understand that it's the Yetzer Hara, it's not her, and he's trying to take you off your pedestal. You understand? Then you won't blow up time to time. There was a woman whose parents had a fight with her. Said the father to the daughter, I would like you to get divorced from him. Do you agree? Said the daughter to her father, Father, God married me to him, and you want me to divorce him? After all, we were married before my mother gave birth to me. And even if you manage to separate the physical body, you cannot separate the spiritual body, the soul. So please, Father, leave me alone. My husband is my flesh and my blood, and I will not exchange him for any man or my entire family. See what she's saying? I'm not. The father got problems with the domot, with the daughter's husband. So he tells her, divorce him. She goes, how can I divorce him? This is my husband from Yeshua before you guys brought me to the world. Yeah, he is my husband, and nothing else will satisfy me. When her father heard this, he thanked her and said, you have been beaten. I'm sorry, you have beaten me with your words. You have beaten me with words. No, this mostly applies to the man. Why? Because men say, how can I disrespect my parents? They invited me for Shabbat, Jin birthday, my mother's birthday, you know, Deoraita, how can I not go? I said, listen, nobody said you don't disrespect. It's, kibud avayim. But just by going, you're disrespecting. What disrespect? I'm sorry, I have an ingrown nail, I cannot go. Don't ever hit her. She's sick. No. Me. I'm sorry, Dada John, I have an ingrown nail, cannot walk. Bezat Hashem next year, next birthday. Yeah?
If she asks,
then you go like a soldier, like this. Sir, yes, sir.
Usually we say, hey, my wife, she's tired.
Yeah.
She don't feel good.
Plain life.
And so the mother-in-law say, Arabuamunga.
Oh, yeah. Never put her under the bus. I'm always, I got such a stomach ache, Papa. I can't. We all ready to go. I cannot. You hear? Why? Because why? Because they mistreat her over there. And you know what? The husband knows. You know what he says? Chai, don't pay attention. He knows. He says, yeah, my father's like that. He's an old, Bukharian, Uzbekistan guy. How am I going to change him now? Yeah? That's what they say. He says, don't pay attention. You said it to your wife? Yeah, and not only you, but many people say that. They say, Chai, just pretend you don't hear. You hear? So,
What about the wife's family? Like you have to observe how they
see, you are a man. Look. You. When a woman gets insulted,
No, every time говорит, что не могу пойти.
every time не могу пойти.
Кто говорит?
Every time don't go. Why? Because the wife doesn't want to go. Wife doesn't want to go. Every time. You know why? You know why? Because the husband, he has to go. Как папа болеет? We're not talking about he's sick. We're talking about the день рождения, перерождения, where they mistreat. One lady tells me, you know, I go over there. They're all Hebrew. I don't speak any Hebrew at all. I'm sitting there like a zero. So what am I going there for?
It's день рождения, happy birthday, blah blah blah. This is okay, but somebody's sick.
Yeah, sick you go. Listen, sick you don't have to go with her. Sick you go yourself. Your mother's sick, your father's sick. You go. You see them. You do whatever you have to do with them. No, we're talking. He wants to drag her. Let's go to день рождения, where she's saying, "Listen, I don't feel good over there. I don't. They always tell me I'm no good. I'm this." And he says, "Yes, they say that, but don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Pretend they don't say anything. How can you do that? Somebody sitting here, ting, ting, ting, ting, ting, giving you
No,
that.
but she is upset with you. She is upset. She said, why your brother cannot go? Why your sister?
Yeah,
cannot
when
go?
it's sick, when
Why
sick.
always us? I'm not going. Why?
Yeah.
But why your brother cannot go? Sometimes
Huh.
because
We're having a conversation.
Okay?
Share with us. Mr. Phone is of the opinion you need to be straightforward.
Bro,
You're
straightforward.
not coming because you're not doing it right. Up front.
To the family. To the family. If you could say it nicely and they want to change, yes, you tell them, I'm sorry, but you guys bash my wife. I'm sorry. You cannot do that. If you want me to come, you have to treat her nicely. Mechubat. She's a guest.
The question
You know?
is, now you're saying you give excuses the other side why you're not going to come. But what you say to your half, right? You convince it to go there. But you
Whatever
don't want to go now.
whatever you want to
You
say,
don't wanna go now. Why are you going to come? How you convince her to go there? You're gonna change now. How you convince to go?
forget it. You don't convince her.
Right?
You don't convince her.
But you're going to lie to her that your parents don't do it?
Says Sefer Charedim. So is a man obligated to honor his in-laws, because a man and his wife are one body, and the father and the mother of one is like the father and the mother of the other.
Yeah.
See, this is what we don't understand. We think this Kelin, Kelin, why Kelin? We think she's completely a strange woman. Oh. Ingavo bu. He says, back in the days we had no. Exactly. Mulabo John. Your lesson is downstairs where the old people are. This is for the young people, young generation. This is not the old generation. You know, that's it. Forget about that.
Bring this back.
That already bye-bye. Okay. And also our sages commanded that a man should love his wife like himself and honor her more than himself. And if he has money, he should give her more according to his means. He also shouldn't place on her too much fear of him, and he should speak to her gently and shouldn't be depressed or angry. Many men, you know, they're good, right? They try, but they have this dumb face with the wife. And I tell them, why you give her the face? She doesn't want. Yeah, he's tired at work. He has too many customers. He comes in and he takes her out on her. She's like, sweetie, what's wrong? Everything okay? Now you know what she's thinking. She's thinking it's her problem. He's like, no, not with you, not with you. Yeah, but you put your face up. Yeah, smile. He says over here, unfortunately, we have a lot of problems. The man works. The woman also works. She's making $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Yeah. Now she wants to buy a $500 item. You know, he gives her a headache. I said, what's wrong with you? She's working. I said, it's a mixed bank account? Yeah, mixed bank account. So why she's not allowed to buy? She putting the money in, no? She wants to. One guy bought himself $15,000 Rolex. The wife sees. She's Rolex. So she tells him, you know, I want Cartier. The Cartier costs $5,000. You know what he tells her? No, we don't have money. She's thinking, what else? You just bought yourself $15,000 Rolex. You don't want to buy me a $5,000 reta? You understand? Did I say something bad, Mr. Rudolph? Yeah?
I
What?
think it's good.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking maybe it's better to make a separate account.
Well, listen. No, he wants her money because he needs to pay bills. He says, "No, I need it. You need to help me." Yeah, and so you, Mr. Rudolph, you're good. But a lot of men out there, not only do they take the money for the expenses, but when she wants to buy something, so I said to him, "Listen," I said, "in your brain, it should be like this. If she makes, let's say, $4,000 a month, as long as she spends up to $4,000 a month, you're good. Why? She made the money.
So if the husband and wife they working today,
Yeah.
why not separate the account?
Why? Why separate account?
Why separate? Why not
So,
separate?
some
If
people-
she wants the money for herself.
Okay, so give it to her. You're the man, give it to her. Oh, so you're a good man. So, that's it. Yalla, start getting married. Look for a wife. You're good now.
We're not together on the finance.
He wants her money in the bank. He wants to use her money for the expenses.
The peace of
Oh,
mind.
he.
Yeah, and she as a good wife says, "Okay, Johnny man." So she puts it in the general pool to pay for the bills. And now the money that she makes, she has to ask him to buy a $300, $400, $500 item. When he spends, oh yalla. When he has friends or something, yeah. Atlantic City, yeah, no problem. Atlantic City, you don't go there with $5. You don't go there with $5. You're throwing money in the air. $500, $1,000 in the air. Here she is. I want to buy a $500 item, which I need. No, what do you mean? Expenses, this and that. Master said, what kind of adjusting is that?
That you're not obligated. Your wife is not obligated to give you anything.
Absolutely.
She has to keep it. So why not from the beginning make it separate accounts? And that's it. It's the peace of mind.
Mr. Rudolph,
Then what?
you could do that. You tell her, what, Johnny Ma, whatever you work, you spend as you like.
In on the both sides. I had this joint.
Yeah.
Always had
Good,
in the
good,
beginning,
good.
first year. I say, all right, let's split.
Good. So she buys anything she wants, yeah? Without a question. Ah, why not?
Because she
No,
has-
with her money. No, but she could, no?
No, when she needed it.
You're not going to say anything. Separate account. Very good.
You can speak like that. You can say like, okay, for school, for kids, like you pay. Everything else.
Okay, no problem.
I pay.
No problem. It would have been, listen what it says. Mulabo. Mulabo.
Where's all the money?
Abo John,
Mulabo John.
pastor page, telephone, nebo,
Gaz nabud, televizyon nabud.
o de moje, простой буда.
İmre Hamid arkadaşı.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Mulabo. Imonet. Astafsi. It would have been preferable for a person to look for a bad wife here. For one who has a bad wife, does not get Gainam. This is only for one who could withstand such a wife. You hear what I'm saying? Meaning people say what? Oh, I'm not going to go Gainam. Why? My wife is no good. He says, no. That's only if you can be nice and smiling while she's no good. But if you're arguing and this and that, you defeated the whole purpose. Yeah? He says there are people who will not harm anybody and will love and honor them, but they hate and embarrass their wives. Yeah, we know a lot of people like this. And they say that there is no problem because, after all, I'm her husband. And a woman is like her husband's body. So therefore, if I'm her husband and she's like me, I can embarrass her. Yeah? He says his sin is great. For is a woman any less than a part of do not hate your brother in your heart? He says, how can you? There's so many psukim in the Torah that say you're not allowed to hate another person. Yeah, in your heart, physically, emotionally, but yet you're doing this. And his punishment is even bigger because he is part of him. As it says, a cruel one troubles his own flesh. Anna, in Proverbs. A cruel one troubles his own flesh. So he says, you say that she's like you, and you're giving her cruelty. More punishment for you. And says, it is forbidden to hurt one's wife or to hurt her with words, and surely not to leave on a long journey. She is bitter when she is alone and forlorn, and this sometimes causes her to cheat on him. Yeah? A lot of times people, what? Huh?
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's not. He's gonna.
So left field, I didn't expect that.
What left field? They want to tell you the truth. A lot of people always, business trip. Where are you going? She's a miserable woman. Yeah? Every month he has to go somewhere. 1 week, 2 weeks. What is she going to do? If he doesn't emotionally fulfill her, and he comes back and, gives her, criticism and doesn't put her number one in this, what is she going to do? 100%. Here, he said, Sefer Abrit, page 174. Says, go look over there. Says, and there's a big benefit in distancing himself from his wife for a short time, the nidah period, in order to endear her to her husband. And they will not get disgusted with each other because of their constant closeness and look for a different mate, as is common among the non-Jews. With non-Jews, there's no barriers. Hashem gave us a barrier. Said nidah, right? Why? Because if we distance ourselves for 12 days, 13 days, 14 days, we start getting endearment to each other.
So then why during the 9 months of pregnancy?
Yeah.
9 months straight.
Okay, good.
It's inevitable, based on this concept.
No.
It's inevitable you're going to be a little bit less
Okay.
interested.
So you have to balance that out. By the way,
No, I'm saying if we have them 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off to create that new excitement, then what's the purpose of having 9 months?
so within her 9-month period, she also has times she's nauseous and this and that. She's not going to be with you. What you should have asked is what happens after menopause.
Know anything about menopause? That's what I'm
So menopause, no more period, right? And that's it. Open season. So what's the thing? If
no more period, and therefore no breaks.
no,
right?
no, that's it. No, she one time goes to the mikveh after the period, and no forbidden. So over there, we're gonna hate each other. No. If you build your relationship for the past 30, 40 years, and you solidified the foundation, and everything is strong, Hashem says, okay, you no longer need this. But what happens with us?
You no longer need
You no longer need it. Why? Because now you're good. What happens to us? We don't work on the relationship. We suffer like crazy. The minute menopause hits, let's get divorced. I don't need you anymore. You hear? And one of the popular ages is right now in the 60s. So we have to use this time at a young age to solidify the marriage. How? With all the things that we've been saying, no criticism, make her number one, give her compliments, infuse her with it takes only 2-3 minutes a day, not even 30 seconds, 40 seconds a day, twice maybe a day. It's mamash like Tylenol, right? To give her a couple of nice words, on a text, little emoji, heart, kiss, this, that. She's flying. She's thinking, what a husband I have.
Cool story. Every single time I get an idea, you know what? I should probably text her right now. Or I should call her right now.
Okay.
Nowhere. And you know what? I'm a little busy. I'll do 5 minutes.
Forgot
In
it.
5 minutes, I get a call from her.
Oh.
You didn't call me.
Oh.
It's always in that window.
You never procrastinate. This is a bad.
That's
By
my
the way, it says we're not allowed to let a mitzvah go by when we have the opportunity. This is a mitzvah opportunity. You're supposed to stop everything and say, you understand?
Yeah.
Take the opportunity and that's it. That's how you develop it.
I wish I had this class when I was married like that.
Oh no! You know what? You know what? Right now is the ideal time to do it. You know why? Because she never had it. And if you do it the first couple of times, she's like, Ibi, I think my husband is a little bit drunk or something like that.
What's wrong with you?
And
What's
then
wrong with you?
no. But then if you keep it up,
What's wrong with you?
you hear? And if you keep it up, you know what she's gonna say? Wow, I'm liking it. This is crazy. Oh, what's going on over here? You hear? Huh? Exactly. Shana Rishona. It's gonna be like a new marriage. Now, Barot, you gotta tell you know what? I want to get married to you again. We're gonna again. Harayat Mekudeshet. Yes. Yes, you make a little party over here. You bring her. We'll get you remarried.
Old couple, apparently there was something wrong with them.
They get remarried. Yeah, we saw that many times. We said that many times.
Really?
He says like this: all my life I did not call my wife, but my house. Rashi says because she is the most important part of the home. Yeah, who considers the wife most important part of the home? Here, Rav said the wife of Onan ben Pelet saved him. Right? Remember when she took off her hair? She said, "Why are you gonna go over there? Don't do that." So she saved him. Yeah. During the Korach's thing, she told him, "What are you going to gain? Either Moshe will be the leader, or Korach will be the leader, and you will stay a student." So he asked her, What should I do? I already swore to join them. So his wife told him, I know that they are all holy. Stay home and I will save you. She gave him wine. She made him drunk, put him to sleep. She sat at the door. She put her hair open, started combing, and they were very religious back then. They said, oh, let's get out of here. And she left. So she saved her husband from being swallowed up in the ground. Korach's wife, on the other hand, told him, look at Moshe. Look what he did to you. Yeah, he's a king. His brother's Cohen Gadol. His nephew is assistant Cohen. If you give Terumah, it has to go to the Cohen. You give Maaser, it has to go to the Levi. Everything is going to go to the family over there. Yeah. Also, he sheared your hair off and made you look like a fool. Yeah, because they had to shave off everything. And you are, and you are like dung in his eyes. He desires to remove your hair in order that you should look, like a devil. Said Korach, said Korach, but he also cut off his hair. Said Moshe also was like that because everybody had to do that, yeah? So she said, since anyway he has all the authority, he was doing the same to you, like saying, let my soul die with the Philistines. He also said to put a string on techelet, blue wool, in your tzitzit. If it's so important, just make the whole cloth out of techelet. This is what it says in Proverbs. The wisdom of a woman built her home, right? This is referring to Onan. And the fool destroys with her own hands. This is Korach's wife. So many men are going to say on this, Anna, there is such a thing as a bad wife. And the woman that I married is this Korach's wife. Bzzzt, wrong. You know why? Every woman is a tzaddiket. But what happens? Onan probably really showed her a lot of care and love to his wife. You understand? And therefore, what did she do? She said, I'm not letting this husband go. Yeah, I'm not letting him die. You understand? And that's why she said, here's wine, drink, sleep, I got you. You hear? This is what he was meant. Korach, on the other hand, because he's Korach, he probably mistreated her, gave her a little bit of that. She said to him, you go, don't be like this. And she made him what? Вегиве за наш дромдаг. Сохтак настоящий.
Who has the advice? The wife has the give advice by herself, or husband has the advice from her?
It looks like it's by herself. No. Because he came, where are you going?
He says he comes and asks his wife, right?
I don't know.
What you should do.
He says, did Onan ask advice of the wife, or she gave the advice on her own? He wants to know what was the facts of the Torah. Meaning, did he ask for advice, or she just gave him advice? Onan and his wife.
Who is Onan?
Onan. During Korach. Yeah? On Ben Pele, sorry. On Ben Pele, sorry. He's asking, On Ben Pele asked the wife's advice, or she just gave advice?
She came by herself. Where do you think you go?
You see? Same thing.
Same thing.
That means she was a smart one, give the nice good advice,
She said, anyway, you're not going to be the president.
Right.
Either him.
What are you getting from that?
We
have now, you'll be the same thing.
So again, I just answered you. We can answer that what? On treated his wife. And she wanted this husband.
Why you say about the covenant?
And she said by the
rich, he had no problem to treat the
Rich doesn't mean anything. Rich doesn't mean anything.
It's good that it's not
Not so much.
Korah was very rich. He treated her like a queen, right?
Yeah.
Money.
I mean, even money is for
Money doesn't do anything.
All the advices are not going to be good. It must come from the right source.
Из этого что вы поняли? Одна жена говорит, что ее надо слушаться, другую жену не слушаться. Что вы поняли из этого?
I said it once and I'll say it 55 times, over and over again. the Gemara brings about Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, we saying it בהגדה של פסח. הרי אני כבן 70 שנה, מה זה every time you see a calf is like, is not the actual thing, is like. Okay? He was 18 years old. He was praying all night that Hashem will give him a beard. He didn't have beard בכלל. A youngster. And Hashem gave him a white beard. So overnight. So he looked like 70 years old. All good. מה קרה? What happened? Rabban Gamliel, he was the head of the yeshiva. Who was in the yeshiva? Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Tarfon, Rabbi Yoshua, all the heavy duty Talmidei Chachamim that we ever saw, that we ever heard. And Rabban Gamliel was the older one and the most respected one, because he was part of Malchut Bet David, Rabban Gamliel. So everybody respected him a lot, but he was a tough cookie. He said nobody can come into the yeshiva if his heart, and his mouth is not the same. No hypocrisy over here. I want straight people. Straight people. So, not too many. How many people like that you can find? So, Hamim said, with his way, we're not going to be able to survive. We have to replace him. He's already too old. Now we need new blood.
Reform.
He messed up with Rabbi Yoshua. Rabbi Yoshua was against Kachazeh. So they said, okay, not you, and not you.
In the middle.
Yeah. Both of you out, and now let's look for somebody else. Okay. Rabbi Akiva, they said he is a giant, but his
Lineage.
is coming from Gerim, Avlotash. לא בסדר, אז הם חיפשו, אבלות חיפשו. So they came up with Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah. Was a young kid, but he was the 10th generation to Ezra Sofer. Ezra Sofer. So he said, he's good. He's good. Let's make him. But Rabbi Akiva is there, Rabbi Tarfon is there, Rabbi Yoshua is there. But they said, we have to bring a new blood over here. There. Young generation now. Okay. So they came and they offered him the job. They said, we made a vote. Everybody said, you are the most capable. He said, I'm very much flattered, that you give me the job, but I have to go home and consult with my wife. Tomorrow I'll give you an answer. He was 18. How old she was?
12.
Maybe 12, maybe 13, maybe, I don't know. Okay? So, she never went to yeshiva. Then it was not Bes Yaakov. Every girl, she's home. So, what you going to consult with her? She don't know even what you're talking about. But he said, no, she is my wife, I will talk to her. So he told her, that's what do you say? He said, if you want to listen to me, don't take the job. Imagine if somebody would tell us this. He said, do me a favor. Go back to the kitchen. That's where you belong, right?
100%.
100% זה מה את מבינה בכלל. What do you understand about yeshiva? I came, I talked to you. That's what you're telling me now. Take it or don't take it. But he was a wise man. He says, why not? Why not? She said, you're too young. Now they're excited. Now they want to replace you. But later on, people will come and say, man,
You're just a youngster.
you have a Rabban a Gamliel over here. Okay, they're going to bring it back.
So you just made your face. They're going to listen to them.
And she told them, if you're not on the chair, it's not painful because, you know, you're too young. If you're going to sit on the chair and they're going to take you off the chair, then you're going to have, you see? She gave him advices.
Yeah.
So he said, he argued with her. He said, you're right, but even if they're going to take me down, I'm not Rabbi, the same Rabbi Elazar. I was already a Rosh Yeshiva. It's not the same. I have already a status. Not like a newcomer that sits all the way in the back. You know, I'm going to sit over here next to the. She told him, listen, the decision is all yours. I just gave you advice. Thank you. In the best case scenario, they're going to rotate between you and Rabban Gamliel. 6 months you, 6 months him. Okay? Because in the Jewish world, always they're looking at the older ones. They have the more experience, wisdom, sablanut. You don't change in one day. It takes time. But the young ones, they work like he says, black and white. So what happened at the end? He accepted the job.
Exactly what she said.
Exactly what she said happened. After a while, they kept telling him, no, you're too young. We're going to rotate you. Exactly what she said. But at least it didn't say what she understands. Why should I talk to her? No. The Gemara always wants you to consult with your wife, even though the decision is yours. Yeah, but she can, since she is very particular in details, she can come up with details that you bechlal not, because we like big pictures. Men like big. They like
Details.
So she saw the details.